This conference will now be recorded.
Alrighty, welcome to 479 Spotlight, where we provide free promotion to local businesses in NWA to give them more exposure and create more trust in the community. Overall, we want to provide an inside look to our local business heroes that keep NWA running. My name is Brock Holland, a small business owner in Fayetteville and founder of 479 Spotlight. And today we have Ven Vadlamani. No, I did it wrong. I told you I was going to do it wrong. Vadlamani with Sampyl, based in Rogers, Arkansas. Basically, this interview is going to break down into two main points or two main areas. We're going to start talking about Sampyl as a whole and what Sampyl does, and then we'll shift and start talking about Ven and who he is and why he's doing what he's doing. So, Ven, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you
All right,
for having me, Brock.
Yes, absolutely. Let's jump right to it. Let's say in a sentence or two, what does Sampyl do?
Sampyl connects it's an online platform and it connects users with who coaches, basically users who are seeking leadership coaching, users who are navigating uncertainty, working parents, um, clients who want to improve their communication skills or subject matter expertise, various ways of self-improvement. So our coaches are certified and skilled and are experts in what they do. And so that's what it is. It's a platform that connects clients with coaches.
Okay, awesome. And so just run me down again, who are some of the ideal customers that Sampyl serves?
Yeah, so the ideal customers are typically millennials, Gen Xers who are, either starting out in their career or who are, at the mid-level of their careers. And for whatever reason, maybe they work at a startup or they work at a small company that does not pay for leadership coaching, but they want to improve their presence, their communication skills. They want to find a way to balance their work and their life, but they're not able to communicate that with their, management or, what have you. So those are the typical ideal clients that come to our platform. On the
Okay,
coaching side, we love working with coaches who are, either experts in retail, food, CPG companies. They have experience in supply chain, and they have experience, managing people. They've had some kind of, mentees, or they have some kind of certification. There's like coaching certification, ICF certification, if they're certified. So we would love to work for with coaches like that. So it's a platform, and so we have two types of people that we work with, and so we're bringing these two types of people together to transact to our platform.
gotcha. So your platform is connecting both sides. Okay, awesome. And then how long has Sampyl been running, or what stage of the business is Sampyl in?
Yeah, so we're right now in a private beta stage. Actually,
Okay,
we're just coming out of stealth mode. We started about 2 months ago,
okay,
and I'm sure you'll get to that part, but when I'm talking about my story,
sure.
how the idea came about, or we can jump into it right now. So
Yeah,
yeah, 2 months, and we're in private beta stage.
okay, that's great. Yeah, we will come to that in just one moment. Um, Now, what would you say then is your platform providing or doing compared to other platforms that are similar to this? Where are you trying to stand out?
Yeah, so how we are trying to basically um, democratize coaching. Right today, coaching, whether it's subject matter expertise or coaching leadership, is behind a wall. You typically have companies that are, they have a sales force, and the sales force will go to an HR at a company, at a large company, and they will sell some hours, and then they introduce you to some coaches that they will select based on some kind of a survey or what have you. What we are doing different is it's a complete platform like an Airbnb where you can go and self-select based on reviews and ratings of the coaches. You can read their profiles online. You can, so we encourage our coaches to offer like 1 hour of, free service. So it's completely free to join. And the first hour of your conversation with the coach is typically completely free,
Mm,
and so you get to gauge them and judge them and see if this it's a right fit for you. Somebody might have some needs, like, okay, I want my coach to have some kind of a religious background, and that's possible too. We have some pastors who have, who were pastors in the past and have now taken up coaching as a full-time
mm.
profession. So it's all up to the individual. So we've completely democratized leadership coaching, and we've taken a holistic perspective into coaching.
Okay. Okay. And so then the coaches are able to connect or potentially connect with other individuals they otherwise wouldn't have known or been able to connect with. And then the people that are looking for the coaching are being able to, like you said, kind of vet the system, so to speak, and find out what's a good fit for them to know
That's
which
right.
direction they should go. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. And for the coaches, so our platform it's a very holistic platform. So we provide like a personal CRM tool. So the coaches can bring their existing clients. Today, most coaches, they are very skilled and experts at what they do, but they may not have the skills to, put up a website, or,
Stay organized.
take payments through their web. Even if they put up a website, setting up payments through Stripe or what have you. These are
Hmm.
all very complex tasks, and they don't have the ability, and they have to go to like 10 different places. They have to go maybe to a Calendly or something and set up a public calendar so people can book, reserve slots in their schedule, in their busy schedule. So we're bringing all of those things in. We have a calendaring system, we have a payment system, we have a personal CRM tool, we have a messaging platform. So we're bringing all these things into one single shop. We're consolidating all the needs of a typical coach and providing that as a platform to the coach. So that incentivizes them not just to use our platform for new clients, but also to bring existing clients onto the platform and transact with them through our platform.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds very good. All right. So just to clarify one more time, what are some of the coaches specifically you're looking for, just in case someone out there is listening? What would be a good fit for your platform for a coach?
For a coach, yeah. So basically, again, somebody who has maybe some kind of a leadership coaching certification, somebody who has or who has recently retired from, like, large retail company, or food CPG, or even working at a large retail CPG or supply chain company, and has been given a waiver. Typically, you need a waiver from your employer to work on a platform like this. So if they can get a waiver from your employer, we would be willing to have them all come on board. So these are some of the people that we would love to have as coaches.
Okay. Sounds great. Now, so samples in beta now. Can people go ahead and get signed up now, or are we still waiting
Yes,
for?
yes, you can
Okay.
you can sign
What?
up now. But what I would prefer is, you just my contact information is on the website,
Okay.
and we are still testing the onboarding process. So I would prefer if you just call me and we have a conversation before you try out our beta version. Then we take it from there. My contact information is on the site, so you can just call me or email me. Either one works.
Okay. And that's sample.com, sampyl.com, correct?
Yes, that's right, Rob.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll make sure that that's listed on all everywhere this is posted. So if someone's looking to utilize this platform, they can go to sample.com, contact Ven directly. His contact information is there, and they can start the conversation. That's great. All right. Well, let's hear more about your story. We're starting to tell, and I appreciate you holding back, and then we can now shift and talk about that. So, why do you do this? Let's start from the beginning. 2 months ago, where did this come from?
Yeah. So I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I've actually had another startup that went through the ARC challenge. We won the ARC challenge and we were funded. It was called Human Link. That was about 5 years ago that I started the company, and I had to wind it down because we ran out of cash. But we basically won multiple awards and all that stuff. We had multiple, some customers and all that. So 2 months ago, so basically, my wife is a leadership coach,
Okay.
and she recently got her certification. She got her certification a few months ago, and then a couple of months ago, she said, "Can you help me build a website?" And I was like, "What do you need a website for?" And she said, "Well, here are, 3 or 4 things that I would like the website to do. I need to be able to take some notes, bring some existing clients. I need to be able to, invoice them, and I need to have my own personalized URL so people can remember where to go to find my profile and stuff like that." And so and as I was building this, so I started building the site for her.
Hmm.
And actually, you can go to smithavadlamani.com and see some of the early work that we did on this idea, or the pre-idea.
Hmm.
And then I realized, wait a second. So I'm building this for you, and there were 29 other people in your class who also went and got this certification. Why don't I build something for all 30 of y'all that all 30 of you can use? So that's basically how this idea germinated. What started
Okay.
out as a website for my wife eventually became an idea that I thought I could roll out for all coaches. So that's basically the idea. Yeah. So
Okay.
the other thing that I wanted to also say is on our site, for people who sign up early, for coaches who sign up early, we give out personalized URLs. So it could be your first name, last name, or Winnie the Pooh, or whatever you want to choose. You
Hmm.
can choose it. It's on a first come first serve basis, a little bit like LinkedIn. So you can have your own personalized URL, so it's easy for you to hand out if you put it on a business card and hand it out to people. So that's definitely a service that we are providing to coaches who sign on early.
Okay. That sounds awesome. Have you overcome any challenges, in the process of getting this running? How has that been?
Yeah, quite quite a few challenges. I mean, clearly, I mean, I'm a more of a business guy, and I pretty much built this entire thing myself. So I learned, I mean, when I did my previous startup, I was fortunate enough to have a very, very, very smart technical co-founder, and he taught me JavaScript and HTML and CSS and some of those things. So I basically used some of that learning and built on some of that learning to build this platform as it stands today. So, and now I'm adding slowly members to the team on the technical side so that I can focus more on onboarding coaches and clients. Focus. So once this product is stable, because we're still in private beta for a
Sure.
reason, once it stabilizes, then I'll be taking over more of the business side and bring on a full-fledged technical team.
Okay. Okay. That sounds great. So I have this question here. So maybe besides your wife, is there any one person or product or service that's made, a huge positive shift in getting this off the ground?
I think there's more than one person. I think there's like the person who is actually the head of this school that where my wife got certified. She's had a big influence on shaping the product. I've had a lot of conversations with existing executives and retired executives at retail CPG, supply chain companies who had a
Hmm.
big influence on how this product should be. I've spoken to coaches in the European market, coaches based out of London and Romania, and leadership coaches who work with European clients. in the retail, CPG, and supply chain space. And they have been very helpful and had a huge impact in shaping this product. So yeah, it's a constant engaging. I love talking to customers, just like talking to people just like you, Brock. You know, and engaging with them and understanding their pain points. How can we make it better? And people have been very receptive, and they clearly tell them, they will tell you that generating new leads is a problem, or having create start creating a website is a problem, or I mean, there are many tools that help you with payments and all these things, but you got to go to 5, 10 different places, so that's a problem. So
Sure.
we're addressing all those individual problems. So yeah, I
Okay.
think besides my wife, a lot of people have had influence on the product.
That's awesome. All right. So where do you see yourself in this business within the next, let's say, 6 months to a year?
Yeah, in the 6 months to a year, we're hoping to have a very stable platform where ultimately the mission is to help clients, with solving clients' problems. Solving clients who want to problems to issues with self improvement, or navigating uncertainty, and their well-being, and optimizing their performance. So a fantastic coaching experience for a client. If we can get that nailed in the next 6 months, I think that will be the ultimate metric to hit.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. And then, if it's okay, like, yeah, what's your biggest challenge you're facing right now to move on to the next phase?
I think, I mean, excuse me. I think building the product takes time, right? So I wish I could just overnight think of something, and of a feature, or a bug that can be solved, that, well, and I wake up in the morning and it's all good to go, ready to go, so that I could focus all my time with
Sure.
clients and coaches. That's the most ideal situation. So I think I think getting the product done, it's not getting done fast enough. So there's, as an entrepreneur, you're very restless. Like,
Yes.
why is it taking so long? You want to get it done. And of course, I'm doing it by myself, and I'm hiring a team and all those things. So finding the right people, who are motivated and engaged, and who want to work on something like this, right?
Sure.
Using this technology and this stack. Some parts of the stack are new. So finding the right skills and finding people who are interested in working in this space, I think, is the other big challenge. I think finding good talent is a challenge, especially in our area. But we're growing rapidly. But I think one of the big things that you, like people like you, Brock, and what you're doing with your service, and Startup Junkie and all those guys, they provide is connecting entrepreneurs with engineers and all those things. So those are very helpful features.
Awesome. 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 I completely understand the time constraints. It's so easy to come up with an idea and lay it out, but then you just want it to happen overnight, and of course it doesn't. And time makes it hard. And I agree too. Like, finding the right team members, like, that is probably a huge, much bigger challenge than we oftentimes think about. So yeah, if anybody's listening here today and has some tech skills with building some platforms and sites, reach out to Ben, and maybe you guys have a conversation, see if that works for you. All right, Ben. Well, let's just do one more, shameless plug here for anybody who's looking to be either a coach, or, would be excited to be coached by some of the people you're bringing on, or maybe even interested in working with you on this build up. Shameless plug here. What's the best way to reach you, contact you?
My contact information is on the website. You
Okay.
can send me an email at ven@sampyl.com, Sampyl,
Right.
sample.com. And Ven is spelled V as in Victor, EN, ven@sampyl.com. And my phone number, should I hand it out, Brock?
It's okay. I can just post it on
Okay,
we'll see what
okay.
platforms you want it on. But yeah, so
All right.
go to the website. You've got
Yeah,
his email
you have my
now.
email.
That sounds great. Well, thank you so much again for being here
Thank
today
you,
and taking
Brock.
the time.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. So again, 479 Spotlight's mission is to provide free promotion to local businesses in NWA and give them more exposure to create more trust in the community. To get notified of new interviews, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube by searching 479 Spotlight or going to 479spotlight.com. And if you are a business owner and would like to be featured, just schedule your interview on 479spotlight.com. Thank you for joining us today, and keep having fun, NWA. Vin, do you have any last words?
No, I think if I was to think about where I would start the startup, I think I would start it in the 479 area code. I think this is the right place, given that we are focused on leadership coaching in the retail, CPG, food, and supply chain spaces. This is the place to be. So I'm super excited that I have another opportunity to build another startup over here in this area.
Awesome. Awesome. We're excited too. We'll look forward to some updates in the future.
You bet. Thank you so much, Brock.
All right. Thank you, sir.